CLCP is a legal ministry that seeks to address injustice and poverty in the Philadelphia area by bringing volunteer attorneys to at-risk inner-city locations where their services are needed the most. CLCP addresses the justice gap, the difference between the legal needs of low-income Americans and the legal resources available to them to meet those needs. In 2018, 71% of low-income families experienced at least one legal problem. The rate is even higher for households with survivors of domestic abuse or families with children under 18 years old. Low-income families only seek professional legal help 20% of the time because they are scared and because they do not know where to go. CLCP invites those in need to come to places of safety, often at their own church, in their own neighborhood, for free legal advice. Participants are given counsel in all legal matters, including landlord disputes, criminal expungements, domestic abuse, immigration, and will and estate matters. Many times, CLCP is a last resort for these at-risk families. CLCP also offers spiritual care during or after the clinic to those who are interested. Often at the end of a meeting, the attorney will ask their client if they can pray for them. This can be a very powerful moment. For some clients, no one has ever offered to pray for them or help them. CLCP not only offers legal advice, but offers the love of God to everyone and tries to help them in any way they can. Founded in 2002, CLCP now has 9 clinic locations throughout Philadelphia and surrounding areas. CLCP's staff of 3 full-time employees organizes the bi-monthly clinics and leverages a pool of over 120 volunteer attorneys to staff the clinics. In 2018, CLCP was able to help over 825 clients. I started volunteering at this organization during my sophomore year. My tasks were administrative, and I sat in on many consultation sessions. I remember a woman named Charlene. Due to sins in her past, Charlene lost custody of her children. She worked hard to get her life in order and needed help to petition the courts to grant child visitation rights. I witnessed the initial consultation and attended the custody court proceeding. There were times when Charlene was anxious and upset. Our attorney volunteered to pray with her and asked for Jesus to intercede for her. The court eventually ruled in Charlene's favor, and she now has weekly visitation rights to her children. Without the help of CLCP and the grace of God, Charlene would not have her children back in her life. Successful outcomes, like Charlene's story, happen every day at CLCP. Because CLCP is a Christian organization, it receives no federal funding. Their mission relies on donors like you. My campaign is designed specifically to raise money to support the hiring of CLCP's first full-time, salaried family law attorney. Up until this new hire, all legal services are performed by our volunteer attorneys. A full-time attorney will be a game changer for CLCP and the communities they serve. It will enable CLCP to actually take on the most serious cases. Many times, visitors to the clinics require legal attention that is more complicated and may require a court appearance or legal support over a longer period of time. With this new full-time attorney, it will be easier for clients to get the extended help they need. There are 3 easy ways to donate. At the end of each pew, you will find a flyer. If there aren't enough, I have more in the back. You can complete the information at the bottom of the flyer, add your credit card number, and hand it to me in the back of the church at the end of Mass. Or you can mail a check to the address on the flyer or drop it off at the rectory with my aunt. Or you can go to GoFundMe.com, search my name in the box, and donate there. It's also in the insert of today's bulletin. CLCP is a 501c3 organization, so all contributions are tax deductible. Also, if there are any attorneys attending today's Mass, I invite you to volunteer. There are some parishioners who are also currently volunteering at CLCP, and I can assure you that it will be a rewarding experience. Thank you so much for listening and for your support. Thank you.